as engineers, sometimes we can forget that, we're messing with machines and voltages, and we can kind of lose sight of like there's going to be a human in this. But since your team, your core company is based on saving lives, like it was important for me to hear Martine say that's a human life in that sometimes as engineers, we kind of tend to lose sight of that. We get excited to see something work. And of course, safety first, safety first, safety first. But sometimes it's just, I know a lot of engineers with missing body parts, from doing experiments. So I think, just with your guys' values, that really helps because not many aviation companies come out of the medical field. So I think that just adds another layer of awareness to what you all are
Yeah.
doing.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, we are obviously a patient-focused company.
Mhm.
So whether, we have people working on the science of xenotransplantation, whether we're working on a novel way to deliver those organs with sustainable aviation solution, like what my team is doing with hydrogen. Really, throughout the UT business, we obviously have that patient first or patient centric approach, and we make sure that all employees are really um, getting that DNA early on when
Yeah.
we do hires or so on and so forth. And yeah, that is really what dictates all our efforts and the
Hmm.
fundamental why.
Hmm.
As Simon Sinek would say, fundamentally the why
Yep.
of we're doing all that. So yeah, obviously a patient first, patient centric company dictates everything, even how we see the development and the actual implementation from an engineering perspective or flight operation perspective as well.
Yeah, it's so important. I said not very many aviation systems come out of medical, but I venture to say you all are the only one. As somebody that came out of manufacturing and worked on big company aircraft, a lot of times the bottom line is the most important. It's get the aircraft out the door. We need to sell this many per week, no matter what. And we see the result of that in the news. Um, so it's really I think going to shift, especially right now, people's perception of aviation is not great. And that's aviation's fault. So I think where you guys are coming from, maybe it's just um like a consequence, a good way, a benefit of the way you're formed is that, it started with saving lives and then okay, we need sustainable aviation, but with the goal not just being to fly from A to B, but to save a life. Maybe that's how all of aviation needs to be thought about.